Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to a new video. This is a little bit different for me, not a follow-up format, I almost said that anyway. But recently Xbox had the big 20th anniversary live stream announcements and things, and Halo Infinite's out and it's a big deal. But one of the other deals here is if we go in here to Fallout New Vegas, which I currently have installed, you can go to Manage Game and Add-ons and then go to Compatibility Options. We have FPS Boost. So we now got Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. I don't have Fallout 3 currently installed. But Fallout New Vegas with FPS boost, so 60 frames per second. Obviously, we don't get a big resolution increase or anything crazy like that. Look, I get a little Game Pass quest for playing the Game Pass games. But yeah, so it doesn't... What I've noticed, because I've been playing Fallout New Vegas on my Xbox consoles through backwards compatibility since they added it, right? Because I just come back to this game. It's Fallout New Vegas, right? I'm sure some of you do the same thing. But I've been playing it at 30, obviously, and just the old 720p Xbox 360 version, and like I said, the graphics have not improved in any way, unless you count frame rate as part of graphics, which I kind of do, right? The smoothness of graphics is a big deal. So let's just get the game loaded up here. It doesn't load any faster. I'm obviously on the Xbox Series X here. It doesn't load any faster on this SSD than it did back in the day, but we are here and it is 60 frames per second, right? I can instantaneously tell, based off of just looking at it, that we are running at 60. The smoothness is crazy. Like, because I've played this game on PC before, but even then, playing at 60, because you can't play higher than 60, because that's pretty much the cap. Otherwise, the physics get all weird and stuff. You can have issues and stuff with the PC version of the game. It is definitely more buggy than this one, right? The Xbox 360 version of the game. This actually becomes, especially, I wish they gave it a resolution increase as well. But you know, beggars can't be choosers and stuff, right? It definitely is still running at its 720p fuzziness. We're gonna kind of go around a little bit though. We're just kind of messing around. We're just getting a base idea for smoothness here. I can't not believe I haven't found this driving yet. There's nothing even here really though. No enemies or nothing hostile. This is a save file I have that is like completely maxed out, level 50. You know, completely finished everything in the game, like completely super enormous special stats, obviously besides charisma, because who needs charisma? It's Fallout New Vegas. So, but we're taking a look. I mean, obviously pop-in is still a thing. This is just the maximum Xbox 360 settings. There's a tool here. That felt smooth. Right? Like, I guess I'm trying to describe it on a baseline level. Some of you all are going to come up in the comments already. I know some people are going to. Not all the other. There's some good ones out there. But some of you are going to come out in the comments and be like, you didn't show it off properly. You didn't show off this exact thing that I would like to have seen. But, I mean, obviously, it is an RPG, obviously, but it does have shooter game aspects and stuff. And obviously, a smoother frame rate helps with that a lot. The ghouls do come from, like, what, up there, right? Is there another one over here? I mean, we can switch guns, too. We can do some different stuff. Obviously, I think I already got seen. But we'll do some bad shots on deck. I mean, it's only a 49% chance, and I missed, so, you know. RPG elements? Never mind, don't need RPG elements. I mean, that aiming was extremely smooth. Like, it just feels better to play now. It really does. Like, this is... Obviously, combat is not the only aspect of Fallout New Vegas, and obviously some of the slower things and stuff aren't going to feel better. But, you know, you get your anti-material rifle no-scopes, because you can aim better. If like, the aiming feels better, it feels smoother. The motion feels smoother. I guess we're going to try for bats again. And not that this is likely. Yep, maybe it's the 55. I have bad luck. Like, my character doesn't, but I do. But I have good skill, right? So my skill can compensate for my luck or my inability to hit 55s and stuff. So obviously we just annihilated some ghouls there. But you could see, I mean, it's still Fallout New Vegas. I mentioned this again, 720p. Like, I mean, it had like high settings for the time back in the day, but it's obviously not maxed out. Not maxed out draw distance. You're going to get some pop in at further distances and stuff. But just the ability to run at 60 is huge. It is humongous. Like, just moving the camera around, looking around here is smoother. Like, it's crazy how much. It's twice as fast, okay? Like, let's remember here. It was, I mean, especially on the original Xbox 360 version, it was running at 30, but it didn't even run at 30 all the time. Right? Like, and then obviously on the, you know, when you're playing in backwards compatibility, you get the benefit of actually running at 30. But now with this FPS boost, which is available for, you know, the Xbox Series consoles, the Series S and the Series X, you can play at 60. And like I said, it would be cool if it came with a resolution boost as well, because that's the interesting thing. We're going to have to try the Jackal Gang Leader out here. I'm having a rough time, but... but Fallout 3 got changed to be where it ran at a higher resolution, 4 times its original resolution, which is something like, or something like that. It was like it was not quite native 4K, but like 1800p or something really high like that, but still a 30 on the Xbox One X. I know there's a lot of confusing Xbox names. People get confused by that stuff. I don't think it's that confusing, but some people seem to be getting confused by it. Oh, hello. Is the Legion? The Legion is mad. This is my NCR build, but you really just got... That guy just tanked fucking Legionary Assassins, you guys. I'm in one dome and everything with the body shots and stuff, and this guy comes running up. Just absolutely tanks one in the fucking face. I'm getting real distracted here. I obviously don't have a script or a plan here. I'm not a scripted plan kind of guy. There is obviously more Legionary Assassins coming. They don't just come in little, you know, clusters and stuff here. Get some laser rifles. The lair going. It's just smoother though. The animations are smoother, right? Like everything is better, right? It's kind of like, you know, it's just better. It's just this. I want to play this game again. Like I literally just want to like live stream it or something. Go through the whole game again, playing at 60. Like I said, I have played at 60 before on PC, and obviously it's not like this game needs a super, you know, enormous PC to run at 60, right? I have a problem where I have a high refresh rate monitor, so the game automatically wants to run at a high refresh rate because it can, right? I'm catching a lot of rads here. But so that means it, you know, messes up all the physics and stuff if you run it at a high refresh rate. You know, some of your extreme refresh rates. Is there something in there? A centaur of all the things. Completely evaporated. I haven't obviously not found everything in this save file. There's a spring here. It's obviously super irradiated spring, and there's something else even up over here. So we're just kind of moving around shooting things as I'm shooting the shit. But yeah, obviously if you play the game at a high frame rate, like 100 frames per second or anything like that, the physics get all weird. The game moves faster and, you know, all that. It does feel faster running at 60. Not that the physics don't, but like it just like that's kind of like the description. Oh man, just a regular dude. Did you really just shoot at me? I mean, the effect of people falling over and stuff feels smoother, right? Like every little, like you can't even imagine the difference here, right? And some people are going to be out there like, I could never play a game at 720p anymore, even if it's 60 frames per second. I think you're wrong. I think resolution doesn't matter at all. The graphics don't matter at all. Obviously, Fallout New Vegas has a particular art style. I mean, you look at this layer here even. It's just like, it's got the nice kind of vibe to it. I'm very happy with how the game looks. I mean, it's an old game. The graphics are going to be old, and it should look old. But I like the Xbox is focusing now, instead of like they did, like I said, with Fallout 3, instead of increasing resolution, which is fine for the people with the high resolution televisions and all that, and monitors and stuff. But instead of doing that, to focus on increasing frame rate, because I think it just makes the game feel better. It does. I'm having a good time. Like that reload, it just like you get to see more of the thing. Like instead of having a 30 frames per second reload, reloads are huge, like a huge aspect. How many times are you gonna reload a gun while you're playing the game? I got like a ton of riot shotguns. I don't know why I do. Riot shotgun is obviously the way to play Fallout New Vegas as well, though. If you haven't ever done a shotgun build, I highly recommend that stuff. We're just gonna keep walking though. We're gonna go around. It's getting nighttime. But like even if I shoot here and then reload, the smoothness of that animation really does make a huge difference. It just feels good. Like I guess we can go in I hit the wrong button. You can go in like a little third person action here. But the death animations and stuff, everything feels better. I suppose we should talk to a character. Maybe we should see some of the animations on that. Obviously, we're still just walking around. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I don't have a plan for it. Like I said, I'm just kind of winging it, you guys. Apparently, going to a particular lot of unexplored locations that I have not been to yet on this save file. There's a lot of places like that in New Vegas, right? Like that you just maybe never end up going to. Not that they have anything super important necessarily around them, but there are little locations here that have, you know, a marker, but you know, they're there. So what I'm gonna do is I mean, there's not really any location I can think of off the top of my head in Fallout New Vegas that makes the game particularly like drop frames of performance, because that's obviously something you want to test. I don't imagine here that Fallout New Vegas running at 720p 60 is going to be too much struggle here for my Xbox Series X, to where I can find a part where the game is particularly demanding and I have to, like, I could see like a drop frame or anything like that. Obviously, I don't think I've felt anything so far. It has been pretty smooth. There's some bighorners there. We'll let the bighorners live, though. You get to live, bighorners. The mole rat doesn't. Mole rat's hostile to me. It sucks to suck, mole rat. Big horners, calm down, okay? Just killing the mole rat. Keeping your little land here safe. Look, another marker I haven't been to. It's crazy to me how many... Oh, there's a person here. Sure. I'll just walk up. You seem friendly. We're good. I don't know what this location is. There's a lot of these. We're apparently finding all of them today. The Powder Ganger Camp. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember the Powder Ganger Camp. I've been here before in previous AFLs, not this one.
Hello.
I can't believe it.
You're not exactly making friends around here, are
you? The animations are obviously very old for people talking and stuff, and like, you know, doing all those things and stuff, blinking and stuff, but it does look better. You underestimate the amount that the frame rate impacts gameplay and graphics. Like I said, some people will be like, oh, because it runs at 720p at the same Xbox 360 level of graphics, it's not going to be very good, but it does look better. I mean, obviously these walking animations are a little bit dated nowadays, right? Obviously, but it is still like good. Like the mouth movements and stuff, moving at a higher frame rate and stuff makes it, you know, I think looks better. Obviously, people are going to talk about like, oh, if you were like film it though, running at 24 frames, like, stop the cap. Higher frame rate's always better. I mean, it would be really cool if they figured out how to like not break the physics and makes the game run at 120 frames per second. Because I think the Xbox Series S and X could easily run this game at 720p, 120 frames per second, and it would feel even better. I think it would be cool if you could have the optimal combo of, you know, you get higher resolution, right? Like maybe even double the resolution to 1440p, but also still run at 60. I think the consoles are both completely capable of that, and it would, you know, I'd be the best middle ground here between the two. Hello, Powder Gangers. You just chilling in this cave? You just sit here? Is this your spot? I've never seen you here before. You're just kind of camping in this little hole?
Hey.
Hey. Hey, man.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
It looks fine. It's doing fine. It's doing as best as it can, okay? There's a little campfire back there. I guess we'll go to the strip, because, you know, obviously I think that's the place we could show off. It, you know, if you're really concerned about graphics, I guess that menu feels really weird too. Almost like the cursor's moving too quickly. Like it just feels quicker. It's smoother, right? Like, oh, those lights were doing some weird things. Obviously, this is not directly in the strip. This is what is it? Crandon and stuff. Hello, Crandon. You still could use a visual upgrade. Obviously, really, the thing we want here is a remastered New Vegas, right? We want this game to be remastered. But if they're not going to remaster it, right? If they're not going to make like a brand new version with upgraded graphics and stuff, obviously there's the mod projects that put it in the Fallout 4 engine and stuff, and it looks really good and it does all those things there. But this is still a really good reason to go back and revisit this game, and I think it would, you know, if you're out there playing it, you're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Like I said, I want to play this game again now, like this, because I actually truly believe that the Xbox 360 version is just smoother. Oh, hello. You want something from me?
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
At least it hasn't caused any broken issues where like the lip sync doesn't match up anymore because like the frame rate increases or whatever. And that's partially because the game still believes it's running at 30 frames per second. That's an FPS boost. It's a weird thing. It's a weird Xbox magic science thing. Obviously, you can see that on the King sign, though. Like, really jagged lines there from the low resolution and stuff. That's what, you know, the negative you get here. But I think it holds up its own art style, right? And it is now smoother. Look at the smooth smoke effects. It just feels weird. Like, it's just like something. Hopefully, it comes across in the video too. But like, to me, it's just like blowing my mind. It is a very good game. We're gonna head into the strip here, and then I'll probably call it a video, because I've been sitting here rambling about it forever. That's kind of how I function, though, you guys. In case you were curious, that's how my brain works. My brain literally functions on just start throwing words out there. But it's a beautiful game. It's still a beautiful game because it's got beautiful art, and it's got a smooth frame rate now, like an acceptable in 2021 frame rate. I don't think games out there on the modern console should be running at 30, right? And here we are at the strip, nice and smooth. You get all these nice, smooth looking lights on the signs and stuff. Feels very good. It does make a huge difference. Like a more little fire effect and stuff. Everything does look nicer though. It's crazy to me because I mean, literally, running at twice the frame rate, you're getting twice the visual data every second, right? So it does improve graphics, right? I guess in a particular kind of way. Obviously, the resolution is still low. Like I said, a cool compromise would be, you know, increasing the resolution somewhat and doing FPS boost, but I don't think you can do both of those things at the same time. Fallout 3 is definitely something we got to check out here in the future as well. So maybe I'll make a video about that. You guys let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But let me know if you're going to check out Fallout New Vegas with FPS boost, because I think it is wonderful, and it's definitely just makes the game feel a lot better to play. So let me know if you're going to check out Fallout New Vegas with FPS boost. Let me know if you want to see Fallout 3 with FPS boost on. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating down below. If you're new to my channel and you haven't yet already, make sure to subscribe. I usually cover Fallout 4 mods pretty regularly, a couple times a week. So if that seems like something you'd be into, subscribe, right? And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day. Order to my V, and I will see you in the next episode.